Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Texas Association for College Admissions Counseling Virtual College Fair. We've got an exciting session today. Before we get started, a couple housekeeping items. Note that your camera and microphone are off and that our panelists can't see or hear you. To that end, if you have questions, you can do so by using the question and answer button to type your question at any time. Also note that we have some additional sessions available on the StriveScan website. So if you have interest in any other institution, you can go ahead and schedule as needed. Lastly, we are recording the session and it will be posted to strivescan.com/Texas. With those behind us, we'll turn it over to our first presenter from Full Sail University.
Hi, my name is Marjorie Pierre. I'm from Full Sail University, and I'm going to chat with you guys a bit about our university and some of the cool things that we have to offer. All right. I hope you guys can see my screen. And let's go ahead and get started. So this is creativity at Full Sail University. The best way for me to tell you about Full Sail University is to show you this quick little video just to go over some of our degrees and our campus life.
We can't see your screen. I still see your face. So if you got should be a share screen button there for you.
Yes.
All right. Now I can see it.
Let's try that again. All right, here's the video, guys. Sorry about that. Really love that video because it's a really good synopsis of who we are and what it is that we do. All of our degrees, Full Sail University tailors to the world of entertainment, media, arts, and technology. All of our degrees fall into one of these many categories. All of the degrees, the one thing I love to highlight is that they interlock. Gaming students work with art and design students, film students work with music students. It's all interlocked. So Full Sail University, we're completely different. How are we different? Let's talk about it. So Full Sail University is half of the time. Most universities, you get your degree in 4 months. Full Sail, you get it in 20 months. Full Sail University is a start at any time, so you're an accelerated program. So you can start any month. So we have people or students graduating every month and students starting every single month. Come back anytime. One thing that I love to highlight, again, is Full Sail University. After you become a graduate, you can come back anytime to get your education or spruce up on your education and take classes. Just as the industry is evolving, we want you to evolve as well. So we offer our grads to come back completely free and retake courses within their degree program. And portfolio project and career module, we're completely career driven. Every single month, a portfolio is being built. Every single month is meant to build your portfolio so that your career on the back end will be already kind of shaped out and molded for you and kind of help you accelerate in those areas. Full Sail University, Full Sail University grads have done some amazing things. You see some of the screens up here, or some of the movies and films and games up here. Last year alone, we have 115 Full Sail graduates graduated credited on 29 Oscar-nominated categories across 18 projects. That was actually this year, the past Oscars. And last year in the Grammys, we had 59. And then in the Game Awards, we had 157, which also included game students, recording art students, design students, and the whole 9. All right, Full Sail graduates, if you're more of a visual person, these are just some of the companies that Full Sail graduates have worked on. So you see EA Sports, Disney, Warner, Sony. So for those of you who may not be individually know the individuals and their accolades, here are just some of the organizations and companies that Full Sail has worked for. Student clubs. Full Sail University is not your average university. The only sports that we really have is esports, but all of our clubs here and organizations, they all tailor to the specific degree program. You know, you have the creative writing for our film students. You have the filmmaker club. You have the cosplay club, the coding club. Again, all that's going to align with the degrees that we have and help you further spruce up your skills and abilities. The Full Sail University has the largest esports arena on a college campus in the United States. It's called the Full Sail Orlando Health Fortress. Again, our esports team compete here, national leagues and other professional leagues also compete here. This is another opportunity for our students to get that hands-on. Our show production students kind of run this entire thing down to the lights and kind of showing off and displaying their show production skills, which is another thing that Full Sail is all about, which is giving grads hands-on opportunities. How to get started, you can just, I'll stick around after the chat and you can ask me any questions, but our motto is if you're serious about your dream, we'll take your dream seriously. And that's what we truly believe in. So if you want to get started, you can head over to Full Sail University or fullsail.edu and hit the get started button. And it'll take you through everything and get you connected with someone in admissions. We have a scholarship that are available. I always encourage students to keep an eye on different scholarships on our website, fullsail.edu. Full Sail Labs is another thing I love to highlight, especially if you're not a senior. Full Sail Labs give you an opportunity for you to get your feet wet on, or just get a vibe of what goes into learning these different degree programs. And it's completely free, one Saturday out of the month. And here is information for me. If you ever want to get in contact with me, had a couple of questions or need me to get you in contact with admissions, I'm here to help, guys. And that sums it up for me.
Thank you. We're on to our next presenter from Bradley University.
Hey everybody, I'm Tony Chandler and I am your admission counselor at Bradley University. We are an independent private university and we are located in Peoria, Illinois, which is central Illinois. We're about 3 hours from Chicago, St. Louis, and Indianapolis.
Pardon me, Tony, did you want to quickly share your screen there? We've still got the
Oh yeah, I'm
deck.
sorry. I
That's
thought
okay.
I did that. My bad.
No problem.
Okay. There we go. Okay, thank you for checking me on that. Is it going? There we go. All good?
Yep, very good.
Okay, cool. Okay, so Peoria is a large metropolitan area in the state of Illinois, and it really offers our students a lot of different things in terms of real world experiences, which is really important at Bradley. Bradley is very unique in a lot of ways. First of all, our size. So we have about 6,000 students at Bradley. So certainly there are a lot of schools that are much, much bigger than Bradley. There are a lot of schools that are much, much smaller than Bradley. And so we sit kind of nicely right there in the middle. We really feel like we've taken the best of both worlds in that we offer our students a ton of opportunities in terms of majors and clubs and organizations and things to get involved in and study abroad. But we know our students, we're very personalized and we take getting to know our students. It's very important to us and we show that in every aspect of life at Bradley. This is a shot of campus. It looks huge because of the angle of the picture, but actually our campus is really walkable and very residential. Both our first and second year students are living on campus and you can walk from one end of the campus to the other in about 15 minutes. So it's almost kind of ridiculously easy to get around our campus. And then in the background, you can see downtown Peoria, where we have the legal district, the medical district, Caterpillar's world headquarters, and things like that. So at Bradley, remember I talked to you about choices and that we offer our students a lot of choices. We're made up of 5 different colleges that house 185 different things you can study at Bradley. And it is not unusual at Bradley to meet a student who's a double major or a double minor or an engineering major with a theater production minor. So there are all sorts of cool ways to take these choices and put them together and make something really tailored to what you want to do. In our classrooms, remember I told you that we're very personalized. An average class at Bradley is about 17 students. I know a student who's in a class with 6 people this semester. That is not the class you skip because it's painfully obvious that you are not there. So again, those really hands-on opportunities with all of our classes being taught by degreed faculty. You came to learn from Dr. Somebody at Bradley, and we're going to give that to you every time. So let's talk a little bit about STEM majors at Bradley. We're very well known for our health science areas, which includes direct admit nursing, which is very different than what you'll find here in Texas. Direct admit nursing means that if we admit you to nursing, you are a nursing major. We will not stop you, relocate you, retest you, or make you reapply to that program. You just go right on through. And one of our fastest growing areas is nutrition and dietetics. And I know an N&D student who is working with sociology majors and marketing majors and all sorts of PR majors to do a really cool senior capstone project. So again, we work with all sorts of disciplines at Bradley. We're very well versed in our technology areas, and this could include anything from construction to game technology. And certainly within things like computer science and computer information systems, there's several different areas of specialization. Engineering, we're very well known for our engineering programs. If you ask somebody from Illinois, hey, what do you know about Bradley? Engineering is probably going to enter the conversation. We are the Caterpillar College of Engineering, and we have some amazing facilities, including a 4-story drop lab, one of the few in Illinois. So really cool opportunities there as well. In math, you could be anything from a business major to an education major or a liberal arts major if you love math. It just depends on what kind of math you love and what you see yourself doing. And of course, the science areas encompass a lot. Biomedical science and biochemistry are 2 of our most popular majors at Bradley. So we really focus on real world experiences for our students and really giving them things like the honors program and health professions advising center to help them shore up not only what they do in the classroom, but what they're doing outside of the classroom to make them the best professional or potential post-grad student going forward. We do require and facilitate 2 real world experiences at least for our students, and this could be research, study abroad, an internship, leadership position, and those are both required and guaranteed. And of course, we're wonderful in terms of Bradley is such a traditional college campus in many senses, in that we have so many different clubs and organizations and things for students to get involved in. Everything from student government to Greek life to the hammock club. I cannot make this up. So, you know, whatever you love to do, there are probably lots of students at Bradley who love to do that too. We are hosting in-person and virtual visits. I really encourage you to come see our campus. It is gorgeous. It is like a park. And then there is my contact information. Again, I work with all the fabulous students in Texas, and I would love to visit with you and hear about your goals. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you. We're on to our next institution, Lawrence Technical University.
Yeah, technological.
I apologize.
It's
Technological.
okay. It's a sore spot. I'm sorry. Okay, so let me share my screen here. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, you guys. Here we go. Okay. I'm Leslie Keeler. I'm the Texas Regional Admissions Counselor for Lawrence Tech. My contact information is listed here. My hope is that you will feel comfortable reaching out if you want more information or you have questions about anything that we talk about today. We do have 4 different colleges that house 100 programs. And this is one of my favorite pictures of campus because you can see the new, more kind of ultra modern architecture and how it just sort of seamlessly flows with the older buildings. But Lawrence Tech is in Southfield, Michigan, which is about 30 minutes from Detroit. We're in Oakland County, which is a real dynamic business area. So we have lots of job opportunities for our students, especially internships, because most of our students participate in internships at during their time at Lawrence Tech. And we have students from all over, as you can see, including Texas. At Lawrence Tech, we do have small classes. We have about 3,000 students, so we are on the small side by design. Our student faculty ratio is 11:1, and we do offer a really good return on your tuition investment and have been recognized as such. Living on campus is very comfortable and homey, as well as exciting. So we have 4 different residence halls. The freshmen are housed in one of our newest residence halls, East, which is community style, very modern, lots of really cool common spaces and activities that help freshmen to get out of their room and get involved and meet other students. It's very convenient. We have around 1,000 students that live on our campus, and the upperclassmen can choose from a couple of different apartment style residence halls. And it's just a great community. Even though we're a small private university, there's a lot going on. We do have athletics, we have Greek life, we have tons of student organizations and lots of activity in the area, cultural activity, sports and museums and things like that. Speaking of athletics, we do offer a full slate of NAIA athletics. It's similar to Division III. And we also have a esports arena that just opened a couple years ago, and we do offer scholarships in all of our athletics, including esports. Our academic programs, like I said, we have over 100 different programs in 4 different colleges. I'll focus on the STEM majors. Engineering is how we started. The Lawrence brothers were friends of Henry Ford. So they started an engineering school on the Ford Model T factory campus. And so that was in 1932. And now we're a full service 104-acre campus with all these engineering majors, including some new ones like biomedical engineering, embedded software engineering, things that are kind of specialized, as well as master's and doctoral programs. And the thing that we focus on and have since 1932 is theory and practice. So there's a lot of project-based learning, a lot of interaction between the professor and the students, a lot of students working together. So that's the kind of learning environment that we offer. Our College of Arts and Sciences, we do have nursing. It is a direct entry program. We have lots of really great computer science with cool concentration areas like cybersecurity, game software development. We've got a new major in data science, which is becoming very popular, different ways to study math. And then if you move to business and information technology, we have all kinds of business majors, IT, as well as architecture. Our architecture programs, we're also well known for architecture. We have a 5-year direct entry master's, as well as a game design and transportation design, which are kind of one-of-a-kind programs as well. In order to apply, we require that you apply online. You can use our form or you can use the Common App. It's a $30 fee along with your high school transcript and an essay. It's a very open-ended prompt so that you can just kind of share with us a little bit about who you are, what you're thinking about your college experience, and we can kind of see how you communicate. And we are test optional for 2022 and 2023. In terms of investment, you can see the breakdown of tuition dollars as well as housing and meals. So this is a total cost, but that doesn't include any financial aid or scholarships. We do offer really generous scholarships. Even though we're a private university and the tuition is the same for everybody, we do offer a $5,000 Blue Devil scholarship for students from outside the state of Michigan, which of course includes Texans. And then we also have academic scholarships from $6,000 to $16,000. We have a new STEM scholarship, which is for underrepresented STEM majors, that's $17,000 a year, as well as financial aid and special interest scholarship like robotics and DECA and portfolio scholarships. So here's how to get in touch with us. I hope you'll reach out to me. Feel free to, and check us out online. I always recommend that students take the virtual tour because I think that's a really good way to kind of get a feel for campus and find out all the opportunities we offer at Lawrence Tech.
Leslie, thanks so much. Great job. We're on to our next presenter from North Carolina State University.
Thank you so much, Dave. And hey, everyone, thank you so much for joining this evening. Give me one quick second. I'm gonna pull my screen up and talk a little bit about NC State real quickly for you. So for NC State, we're located right in Raleigh, North Carolina, which is the capital of North Carolina. We are known as a STEM institution. So we have over 100 majors, but we focus mostly within science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We are the largest school here in North Carolina. We're roughly speaking about 36,000 students on our campus. But even though we have such a large student population, the average classroom size is about 35 students only with a 15-to-1 student faculty ratio. I will show you a breakdown of cost and just a little bit more toward the end of the slides, but you can see we are also ranked top 10 best value as far as talking about the investment into your education and everything within there. With our location being within Raleigh, we're about 2 miles from the downtown area. So we love sharing with our students as far as being on our campus. We really want to get you connected to different internships, co-ops, and have you exploring different careers overall. We have companies such as Cisco, SAS, Red Hat, and IBM right in the back door of our colleges. And we had a super exciting announcement recently that Apple and Google is coming to the area. So we're working on bringing in more engineering students to our campus and also building partnerships with them to show how our students can have an impact. We do have some government agencies, industries, and nonprofit partners right within our campus and the surrounding areas. If you ever dream about being your own boss, CEO, or anything around there, we also can help you with that with over 170 different startup and spinoff companies happening right here within our campus. And we have our own entrepreneurship garages within it as well. As far as once you come into our campus, our idea is this idea of taking what you're learning in the classroom and applying it to real world use. So they can be doing things such as an internship, a co-op, doing entrepreneurship, getting involved with some of our different 200 study abroad programs, or just doing undergraduate research. With research, it is not required for our majors, but it is recommended for some. And you can do research as early as your freshman or sophomore year coming into our campus. As far as our majors, again, we offer over 100 majors in total. We do specialize in the STEM area. Our most popular major is engineering. We're #1 for it here in North Carolina. And we also have one of the largest engineering career fairs here within the East Coast. We have 16 engineering concentrations in total. So basically anything engineering focus wise, we can help you within it. As far as applying to us and anything around there, we have 2 dates and deadlines. I would encourage anyone who's a rising senior to apply within our early action deadline, and that deadline is November 1st. Our early action deadline is non-binding, and we'll have you consider for the most scholarships, and you can consider it for the part scholarship, which is a complete full ride to the university. Each year, our application will open up on May 1st. The applications you see, no matter when you apply, you have it made to May 1st to confirm with us. As far as what we look for, we have a holistic review process, just meaning we don't have any set minimums. We want to see you're achieving inside and outside the classroom. Grade-wise, we want to see A's and B's with more A's than B's, and so you're taking challenging classes. We do take the SAT or the ACT. We don't have a preference, and we will super score. Everything else is more information about yourself, and my biggest advice I can give to you is to tell your story and let us know who you are inside and out of the classroom. As far as cost breakdown, you can see this right here on the screen. I want to make sure to share this with you to get an overall idea of the cost of attendance coming into the NC State as an out-of-state student. Again, we are ranked top 10 best value in the nation and #1 best college for your money here in North Carolina, which just means coming here overall is a good bang for your buck and investment into your education when looking at the research opportunities and the jobs you get connected with within it overall. And to help offset any of them costs, again, apply within the early action deadline. Also, you can see, make sure you complete the FAFSA or any different scholarships we have within our campus overall. As far as what's next, if you want to learn more about the campus, feel free to visit the links you see on the screen. You can see a link for a virtual tour as well on our website. If you want to get more information about NC State, feel free to scan that QR code or follow us on social media. We do allow all of our students to run our social media accounts. And then last we have for you, if you want any of my contact information, you can find me right here. Once again, I am Justin Richardson. I'm one of the assistant directors here in the office. Thank you all so much for talking to me tonight. If you have any more questions, feel free to put it in the chat box.
Justin, thanks so much. We're on to our next institution, Penn State University.
Oh, hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. My name is Isabel. I'm so happy to share some information about Penn State with all of you. So Penn State is a large university with nearly 80,000 undergraduate students throughout all of our 20 different campuses. We obviously offer very high quality academics, but we really focus on offering our students a full holistic college experience that's going to be memorable for you for the rest of your life. So we offer a very vibrant student life as well as very unique inside and outside of the classroom opportunities for you. So to give you a little bit of an idea what the Penn State experience is like, I'll just kind of talk over this brief video. So this is an overview of our main campus, the University Park campus. This is our largest and most popular and most competitive campus amongst our 20 campus system. University Park, it's located in State College, which is right in the center of Pennsylvania. You can see the breadth and the size of the campus. We're about, I think, 1.5 miles from one end to the other. But of course, as a student here, you're not going to be walking the entire 1.5 miles every day. You're going to be kind of centralized into one location, depending on your program. Our nickname is Happy Valley, so we're nestled in amongst the Nittany Lions. It's a beautiful location. State College is a college town, so you get that really, really great mix of a large, very vibrant, very active college campus that is right next to a close-knit community where a lot of the focus and the love and pride is centered on Penn State, and we are the Nittany Lions. All right, some quick stats for you. We are a top 1% world-class ranked university. So out of the nearly 18,000 institutions that exist globally, we are ranked in the top 1%. Just a few of the reasons we have such a high ranking are highlighted here, whether it's career preparation, career services, which we pride ourselves on, are a large number of study abroad opportunities that range from 1 week long spring break programs to more traditional semester abroad, full year abroad. We have all of them. We've gotten our Penn Staters on every continent on this globe except for Antarctica. We're a Research One university, and our students are able to start participating in research as early as their very first year if they like. And again, despite being a large university, we do have a 16-to-1 student to faculty ratio. Our 93% retention rate, that's first year to second year retention rate, is about 12% higher than the national average. Obviously, we're very proud of that. But even more important is that our 85% graduation rate is about 25% higher than the national average. So looking at academics, I know most of the students here are very interested in STEM. So out of the over 275 academic programs, obviously, a great number of those are going to be in the STEM fields, and hopefully I'll leave myself a few seconds at the end to kind of show you how you can find out more information about our individualized STEM programs by going to this bulletins.psu.edu website. But we really have probably anything that you're interested in, we have that major for you. We also have one of the top public honors colleges in the country, our Schreyer Honors College, as well as honors programs specifically for business, for the STEM students, and for the liberal arts as well. And like I said, we like to provide our students a memorable college experience that is focused heavily on academics, but also everything that you're interested in outside of your academic pursuits. So whether you want to join Greek life, club sports, pre-professional societies, clubs truly just for fun, silly clubs where you can meet students from all over the world that have that shared and similar interests and passion and hobby as you. We have clubs for you to join and find your home at Penn State. Now, I mentioned at the beginning that we do have 20 campuses throughout Pennsylvania. Here's where all of our locations are. The most important thing to know, though, is that all 20 of our campuses are one university. We have one application. You will list your top 2 campus preferences on your application, and that's the order in which we'll evaluate your app. No matter what campus you attend and you graduate from, your diploma is going to say the Pennsylvania State University. You're getting the same quality education, getting a same Penn State degree. You just have options as far as what campus you call your home. And our campuses obviously vary by geographic location, but they also vary in size and cost. University Park, again, it's the largest, it's the most expensive. So we offer our students a nice variety of more cost-effective options as far, and also size. So we have campuses, instead of being 40,000, we have campuses as small as 500 students. We have campuses that are 5,000 students. So small, medium, large, we have it all. And from the center, so from University Park campus, we're about 3 to 4 hours drive to New York City, Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Philly, Pittsburgh. So really great, a centralized location, excuse me. Again, to visit on the weekend, get to know some of those East Coast cities, but also have greater access to some great internship and employment opportunities as well. Really quickly, we don't require essays in our application. We don't require letters of recommendation or lists of activities or extracurriculars. We're very academics based. So that is going to be our primary focus when we evaluate our applicants. We are test optional through at least next year. Keep up to date on our website to see whether we will continue to be test optional after this next year. And just to kind of see your eligibility for admission, this is our middle 50% average admitted student profile. This information is also on our website. These 6 minutes always go by so much quicker than I expect them to be. So here's our final slide. We do have the largest living alumni network in the world. So you have a great opportunity to join a large family of Penn Staters that are going to be there to support you every step of the way. So thank you so much for sharing some time with me, and look forward to hearing from you soon.
Thank you. Great job. We're on to our final institution, the University of Pittsburgh.
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it. As my VPN goes right on to the middle. Of course it would. Let's go share here. And if I could get a thumbs up that you can see my presentation, that would be great.
We sure can.
Dave, thank you so very much. Again, Tom Becker, Associate Director for Regional Recruitment at the University of Pittsburgh, actually from Texas. Spent 15 years in Texas and just moved to Pittsburgh. I actually live kind of on this view of campus or of the city of Pittsburgh. I'm here to talk about STEM and STEM at Pitt, but do need to give you an overview of the university. Over 100 majors to choose from, 6 different schools, direct entry schools that you would apply to, 30,000 total students, about 19,000 undergraduates. Of those undergraduates, roughly 45% of them are from outside the state of Pennsylvania. We talk about the city being our campus, and you're going to spend the majority of your time in the Oakland campus. The Oakland neighborhood, but these are some pictures of campus and what you're going to look like. We do have 3 other regional campuses. So when you apply to Pitt, most students from Texas are going to apply to the Pittsburgh campus, and then you will rank your regional campuses if you're interested in being considered for one of them. Johnstown is very, very strong into the STEM fields as well. Pittsburgh, you want to come to a university, a place where you can get out and see things. Every Pitt student just shows their Pitt ID, and they can go to any of the museums in Pittsburgh. Here's some of the museums, that some of their displays, if you will. You also have the performing arts right down the street. You have professional sports. You have the ACC athletics. So Pitt tends to be sort of a lot of things to a lot of people. We're flanked by 2 other universities, Carnegie Mellon and Carlow, and there's a consortium that students can take classes at any of the 9 universities within the city of Pittsburgh, 1 class a semester. So that's pretty cool. Can't be taught at Pitt, but you can go to different locations if you want. Want to look at rankings. You know, everyone's always interested in rankings. The ones that I'll point out is listed down below: 9th nationally in federal science and engineering funding, number 4 in funding from the National Institutes. The National Institutes of Health, and then 4th in graduating women in engineering. And so I'm going to talk about engineering and computer science. This talks about all the engineering programs that we offer at Pitt. Please realize that about 36% of the engineering class this last year were female. That's different when 17% of the nation in engineering are women. We want to be gender neutral here in the next 5 years, and we're doing and we're moving forward with that with our plans. Students come into engineering undecided technically. You're going to learn about all of the different curriculums, and then after that first year, as long as you're in good academic standing, usually above a 2.0, you are going to be able to pick any of these curriculums that you want to go into. It's pretty amazing. I have a cousin that graduated from Pitt in civil engineering, said one of the best things, he always knew he wanted to be a civil, but he learned about how all of the curriculums, all the intricacies and how they relate and don't relate and how they can be combined with specializations. Pitt, we want you to explore. One of the things that we really pride ourselves, and many engineering schools will pride themselves on, is the experiential learning and professional engagement. We are fortunate to be in the city of Pittsburgh and all of the Fortune 500 companies and all of the engineering companies that are in the city of Pittsburgh. You can co-op with Google and Apple and Intel and Uber and US Steel, and the list goes on and on and on. And so don't take my word for it. Come for a visit, take a look, and I think you'll be wildly, wildly impressed. The School of Computing and Information. So we have a Swanson School of Engineering, and then we have a School of Computing and Information. So a student has to apply to one or another when they apply to Pitt. SCI, which is we affectionately call the School of Computing and Information. We've had computer science for over 50 years. We were one of the first universities in the nation to offer computer science. Computer science is the new humanities of the next generation. They dabble in a little bit of everything. And we want you to dabble in a little bit of everything. We will teach you the core curriculum, absolutely. But you have to understand the bigger world that you're influencing. And so you can see the majors, but also, what about these joint programs where computational biology, computational social for the social scientists, data sciences. What about digital narrative and interactive design, combining computer science with English and all those stories that in the games. Who's writing those stories? Who's programming for those stories? You have to get up to be a piece of it. Computer science really wants students to get their hands on it. As a freshman, you're going to be working with iServe right away, working with nonprofit organizations. We're going to get you out into the community and get your hands on it. Yes, you're going to become some of the best programmers in the nation, but you're also going to do excellent work for others. And making our world a better place. Some deadlines. Pitt, our application goes live typically August 1. Over 90% of our students will apply via the Common App. We are enrolling admissions, which means that on August 1, all of my 600 spots for engineering are available and 220 spots for computer science are available. The longer you wait, the more challenging it gets to gain admissions to the university. We received 50,000 applications last year. It is very challenging to get in. So if you remotely are interested in Pitt, apply early and know that you have until May 1 to decide. There's no early action, no early decision. All you're doing is raising your hand and saying you're interested. And with that, I am your contact for Pitt. I have Texas connections and would love to help. So thank you so very much and hail to Pitt. Back to you, Dave.
Thank you. Great job by all our panelists. In the time left, I'm going to pose a question to the group. We'd ask each of our panelists to offer their perspective on the following topic. What advice would you give someone going through the college search process? So we'll start back up at the top, please. Full Sail University.
Yeah, absolutely. My advice would be when doing your research about which college you're going to go to, focus on the college in which your degree will be coming from, not the university as a whole, but the college and the opportunities that open up to you as a student within that college. So that would be my advice.
Thank you. Bradley?
Great question. So my piece of advice would be, think outside the box. These are some amazing schools on this panel tonight, and probably 6 schools that as Texans, you may not know very much about, but they could be the perfect fit for you. So use some of those tools like Naviance and College Board to help you explore some schools that may really be the best fit for you.
Thank you. Up next, Lawrence.
Oh, yeah, just adding on to what Tony was saying, do your research. I always recommend that if students can't visit, do a virtual tour. Almost all schools now have a virtual option, and do a summer experience. If you start early enough, you can do some summer stuff maybe throughout the process.
Thank you. North Carolina State.
Yeah, my advice would be to start early. Your senior year can really fly by, and we know everyone gets senioritis. So try to go ahead and start early, especially in the fall, knock out a lot of their college applications. And as you get knocking it out, you can then focus a little bit more within the scholarships to help break it up for you.
Penn State.
Yeah, I would say in order to combat like the potential for a lot of overwhelming feelings while you're going through the college search process, I would take some time and maybe come up with like a list of top 5, maybe top 10 things that you really are looking for your college career, college experience. If it's internship opportunities, if it's for a strong financial aid package, if it's a large university, or if it's for a small university. And that can really help kind of narrow your focus and to help you really figure out and come up with a good list of sort of your top college contenders and the ones that you can really think about applying to in the fall.
Thank you. Tom, finish us off here, bud.
Yeah, I'm gonna double down on my fellow ACCer, Justin at North Carolina State, and talk about doing things early. If you really want to enjoy your senior year, try to get those applications in early. For the vast majority of colleges and universities, if you're doing early action, regular admissions, rolling admissions, when you apply, all you're doing, again, is raising your hand saying, I'm interested. You're not committing yourself to anything. And you are fortunate to be in the United States of America. There are over 3,000 colleges and universities out there. Make a list and do things early, and then enjoy the senior year.
Very good. We have just a few minutes left, so we'll go to the last question. What's one thing you want students to remember about your school?
One thing that I would want people to remember about Full Sail University is it's a university tailored to individuals who like to create, individuals who love the world of entertainment and creativity. And GPA, SAT scores, ACT scores don't really matter because, again, you cannot measure creativity on a Scantron, right? So just know that if you are a creator and you're a designer, or a programmer, or a computer person, gamer, know that there's a university out there for you that has paved the way and is already a pillar in the community or in the industries that we tailor to.
One thing I'd want you to remember about Bradley is that we're really the best of both worlds. We have the opportunities of much, much larger schools, but we have that personal factor, that family factor of a much, much smaller school.
I would say that just to remember at Lawrence Tech, you're admitted directly into your major, so you can really just hit the ground running. And then when you graduate, because of our applied education opportunities, you'll be able to get a job and hit the ground running?
This is such a hard question. I would say, honestly, the growth and opportunities. Raleigh has a lot of growth in general as far as a city on the rise, with a lot of companies coming within it, and kind of going within the opportunities with so many things being within the downtown area. You can really pick and choose what you want to get involved in based on what you're passionate about. And then following up with that part is our main goal is to make sure you find a school that's the best fit for yourself. So we make sure we have all these opportunities. Just like we said, yes, you're a good fit for us. We want to make sure we're a good fit for you as well.
Okay, so I would say, remember that Penn State pride is a real thing. If you ever get to come visit our campuses, you're going to see a lot of students wearing Penn State gear, wearing that navy blue and white. Students are just so proud, and they're really passionate about their university at Penn State, and also the reach of Penn State. As a recruiter, I've traveled everywhere looking for future Penn Staters, and the places where I get stopped because I'm wearing Penn State sweatshirt or something, a truck stop in Ohio, we're hiking in the Redwoods in Northern California, in a shopping mall in San Jose, California, and people will stop me and say, we are Penn State, and they're graduates of Penn State. And so that relationship, like I said, just they take that with them throughout their entire lives.
Pitt is an urban campus. Take a look at the picture behind us. An urban campus that's about a 10-minute bus ride from this city center. We are the #1 public institution in the Northeast. You have to want a public and Northeast sort of go attitude meets Midwest nice, because we're in Western Pennsylvania. So people will look you in the eye, tell you what you think, what they think, and follow up on what they say. It's quite refreshing. And I would say, just come visit. Just come visit. Visit all of us if you can. Do a tour of Bradley up to Michigan, over to Pitt, Penn State, and then hit North Carolina State at the end, right? Get a sense of place. That's what I have.
Thank you. And that'll conclude today's session. We want to thank all of our presenters. Did a great job. For our participants, we've got a quick 5-question survey, so go ahead and take that. Note again, we have some additional sessions for other institutions, so if you do have interest, please sign up. And then finally, a reminder, the recording will be posted to strivescan.com/Texas. Thanks again, everyone. Have a great night.